One of the most popular questions that I received is, why did we choose to homeschool? And I have a video for that. There is one other thing that I actually did not mention in the video, and I can't believe that. But anyway, I'll link the video right here, okay, somewhere up here. And the item that I would add to the reason why we chose to homeschool is to skip all middle school drama. I don't think I need to say anything else on that. What is your favorite thing about homeschooling? My favorite thing about homeschooling is hearing my kids laugh, chuckle, debate, support each other. It just makes my heart warm and fuzzy. Am I doing this right? Shauna from Homegrown Homeschool would like to know, what do you dislike about homeschooling?
Nothing.
Okay, there you go.
I don't really dislike anything.
That's it?
Yes.
Okay. What would you tell someone in the homeschool elementary ages that you wish you knew then? I would say, stop loading your young children up with all of this book work. Have them play games, have them run outside, have them explore, have them interact with other people outside. And read, and read even more to them than you're doing now. What are your goals and your plans after high school? Well, once all three of my kids move on from high school and graduate and they move into whatever their career or college life is, we want to support them every step of the way. So however we're gonna do that, we're gonna do that. I hope that I can continue to be an encouragement on Facebook and on YouTube and give advice and answer questions. I find a lot of joy in doing that. I had so many people help me along the way with questions in the elementary and middle school years, and I find joy in doing that. I love going on social media platforms and answering questions for the homeschool community, and so I'd like to continue to do that. Maybe one day I'll operate a Chick-fil-A. Maybe I'll have an opportunity to travel the world with my husband and my family. And maybe I'll even be able to work in some fancy little boutique somewhere. Those would be some things that I would like to do once high school is over for all three of my children. Okay, this person said, ooh, I like this. Let me see. In 10 years from now, what will be the sweetest memories of learning at home? This question is similar to another question. Stephanie from Schulte's Sweeties also asked me this question about my favorite homeschooling memory. And I will reflect on hearing my kids laugh and chuckle and debate and support each other. I will reflect on that, I am sure. 10 years from now, 20 years from now, and so on. It just puts a smile on my face when I hear that, and I know it will in the future. Athabel from the Hudson Hub asked me this question. What is your favorite subject to teach? Okay, so my favorite subjects to teach are mainly the elective subjects. So life skills, hymn studies, things like that. They're fun. Some of them are, compact, so you can teach them in 2 months or 2.5 months or some in 4 weeks. A lot of unit studies are set up that way, but yes, those are the ones that I enjoy the most. Right now, we're doing a lot with critical thinking skills, and that is really, really, really cool. So those are the type of things that I enjoy teaching the most. Yuri at the Chan7 asked me this question. How long does a school day take? What time start to finish? Okay, I'm gonna have the kids answer this one.
So last year I was super unproductive, but this year I've gotten a lot more productive and just like staying on track and on topic. So including sports, which is cross country and basketball, and then on certain days PE, it takes me around 8 hours or so. That also includes me eating like lunch and breakfast, things like that, as well as editing and that also includes editing, which I really love to do, so yeah.
Okay, so we have Skylar here. How long does your school day take? So my school day is different like every day because on Monday we don't have like any classes. Tuesday I have a math class, Wednesday I have a co-op, etc. So it can range from like 7 to like 3, or on Thursday it can be from like 7 all the way to 8:30 because we have a theater class that goes until 8:30. So it definitely depends on the day, but like an average day would definitely be like from 7 to around 3. And that includes like breaks, lunch, random stuff that I get lost in.
So this question was on one of my community pages, and the company Guest Hollow chimed in and asked me a question. Thank you for that. And they asked me, who helped you the most as you began your homeschool journey? My husband. From the time that the kids were little till now, he has just poured into me and them. I would call him a lot and tell him I was done. When they were in the elementary years, I was just done. Now that they are older, I'm not calling him to tell him that I am done anymore. I am happily homeschooling through high school. And he has just poured into them, whether helping them with sports, helping them with their algebra or their chemistry, or just giving encouragement. So, who helped you the most as you began your homeschool journey, and who continues to help me the most? From the endless times that I said I would quit to now just pouring and pouring and pouring more into the kids, hands down, my husband. I mean, we're talking life skills, we're talking everything. And thank you so much, husband. Another person asked, what advice do you have now that my daughter is in high school? We plan for her to get her GED when she's 16. She's 14 and a half now, if that helps to give a picture. God bless you. Okay, so my advice is gonna be to you, the parents, first. I have a short video on this, and it talks about whatever you need to do to keep the relationship with your child fresh and good. All right, whatever you need to do to keep that relationship with your child, do it. That could mean going out on little dates. That can mean keeping your mouth closed when you see that something is gonna go awry and attitudes might start flaring and things might not turn so well. You might need to pause and keep silent and listen, which is what we need to do more of anyway. It might mean writing a little note of encouragement to your teen to let them know how special they are. It might mean letting them talk, and talk some more, and talk some more, and talk some more, and talk. And it might be things you don't understand, and things that you're not well acquainted with, and things you don't get, and you might just need to just let them talk. Whatever you need to do to keep your relationship with your teen. That would be my number one advice during these high school years, because you want to have a great relationship with them now, so that in the future, they're growing up, right? They're growing into adulthood. You want to have that relationship so that they come back and talk to you in their adult years as well. So I'm not an expert on this. I've just done a lot of research, and I've watched and witnessed, and I've heard from veteran moms that this is something that you want to just, make sure that it's good. So that's the first thing. The next advice that I would say is to make sure that your kids' interests goes above yours. And so whatever they might be interested in, you can turn it into some sort of a high school credit, that's for sure. If they know what they like to do in the future, cater their classes accordingly and throw in some fun stuff. So I have my son help, my high schooler help choose some of the classes that he is going to take so that it can be fresh and fun for him. We are also tailoring the classes for his interest in technology. So that would be the second thing. Now, you have to make sure all of this aligns with the state standards, so your state graduation standards. You have to make sure that everything aligns and all the requirements are met. But for the most part, I'm pretty sure that you can, for all of the states, you can squeeze in classes that cater to your kids' desires and needs, and as long as they align with what the state standards are, you can make them fun and interesting for your child. So I hope that all made sense. So number one, that relationship with your child is the most important thing. And so do whatever you have to do to keep a solid relationship. And then I would cater the classes accordingly for your teen as they enter high school, go through high school, into the college years, trade school years, whatever that might be, gap year, or not going to college at all, right? There are some kids that they're not going to college, and that is okay, all right?
This question came from Walks with Holly 4610. What is the most difficult or challenging part about homeschooling at a high school level?
So the most difficult part of homeschooling at this level for me is watching my high schooler grow. I've accepted that it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen. I see it happening right in front of my eyes, but I reflect on the years of people saying it's going to go fast and it'll be gone before you know it, and I can see that happening now in front of my eyes. Choosing classes and transcripts and nurturing during this teenage season has been fine. It's just, to me, a continuation of the younger years with different guidance and a different season. But I guess knowing that there is an end to me having my kids at home, it's just a different feeling. I know there'll be a different type of homeschooling after high school is over, and I know that parenting and being there for your kids does not stop once they leave your home, but that would be what I think is not necessarily challenging. It's just a little, difficult to envision that end, although I know it will continue just in a different form. I know that there's people that can relate to me on this, and yes, I am accepting. I know that they have to grow up, but it still is, it's just hard. Devine from Calm in the Chaos Homeschool would like to know, what is your favorite thing about homeschooling?
So what I really love about homeschooling is the freedom to kind of not necessarily do what you want whenever you want, but do what you want whenever you want. But it's like there's a lot more freedom than public school, because at public school it's like class type thing, and a few of my friends that are in public school, they tell me that a lot of the school day is wasted in public school, but that's just subjective opinion. And so I like that homeschoolers can focus on what they want to learn or be growing up to become. And so, yeah, that's what I love about homeschooling. It's also very fun.
What do you like about homeschooling?
So I like the flexibility where you can choose what you want to do. Like right now, me and Sage, we're doing 8 hours of theater per week because that's something we enjoy. So we're doing that. And then also you can go at your own pace, essentially. So right now, in math, I'm in an honors class. So, but in writing, I may not be as well in writing as I am in math. Why are you laughing at me? And so, yeah, and then you can also pursue more of what you want to do. So if you're very interested in coding, you can take a lot more coding classes, or you're interested in baking, you can do baking classes, interested in theater like I am, you can do extra theater classes, stuff like that you wouldn't necessarily be able to do in a regular public school or even private school.
What do you like about homeschooling?
I like the freedom you get. If I was in public school, it would be a set schedule. We would do math and science and snack time, I don't know. and then that would be the same thing every day, besides the occasional, field trip to the pumpkin patch. but yes, and with homeschooling, I can do like math first and then history, or history and then math all the way at the end of the day. So I can kind of pick and choose when I get to do stuff, where I get to do stuff. That's also a big thing because I don't really like necessarily sitting down at a table and doing my school. It's just not the best comfortable way for me. I prefer on the ground. Yes, so
Anything else?
no. No.
And other social platforms. All right, let's try that again.